Hi everyone! So we're going to make origami periodic table cubes. You all should have 6 pieces of square computer paper. This size that I'm using for this demonstration is not the same size as you're using. Yours is a bit bigger, but it's still a square and you follow the same steps. These steps are also written down for you on the paper, on the handout, but this video will help give you a good visual. So you start by folding your paper in half, and with every step, you want to make sure that you really press and get a good crease. Otherwise, you'll have a pretty wonky cube at the end. Open it up, and you're going to fold one side into the center. Again, crease it really well. Turn it around. Fold the other side into the center. Crease it really well. When you open it up, you should have 4 columns just like this. Then you're going to take the top left corner and fold it over just until your first crease, so you have a right triangle. You do the same thing with the bottom right corner, fold it up to your first crease so that you have a right triangle on the bottom, and then you fold into your center crease again. You're going to want to re-crease your outside edge, because again, you want good creases at all steps of this process. Now, you're going to take the top right corner and fold it all the way over to the edge to make another right triangle. Pretty much this whole cube folding business is all about making a bunch of right triangles. You're going to take the bottom left, fold it up to make another right triangle. So now you've got parallelogram, and these 2 triangle flaps that you've just folded, you're going to tuck them in. So it doesn't matter which one you tuck in first. I'm going to tuck the bottom in first just because it's closest to me. So what you do is you open it up, take this flap underneath, and just tuck it under. It might feel wonky, just give it a good couple presses so you crease it down. I flip it over, take the bottom flap up, again, tuck it in, crease, so you have this finished product. Then what you're going to do is flip it over so you see no folds, you see no creases, and you are going to take this leg and fold it up to this corner. And what you're doing is you're making a square by doing that. So you folded one leg up, turn it around, fold your other leg up, and you have made one side of your cube by doing that. Now it's time to put your cube together. So you've done 6 of these. You're going to lay them all out in front of you. Actually, just start by laying 3 out in front of you. And if you have one that is pointing the wrong direction, like it's not pointing here, it's pointing on the bottom, it means you folded it backwards. So you're going to need to refold that one. They all have to be pointing the same direction or it won't fit together well. Actually, it won't fit together at all. So to put them together, you start by taking your 3. You have one in the middle that's going horizontal, and you're going to take one on the top and tuck it, just slide it down in. And then the one on the bottom, you're going to slide it up so that you have what sort of resembles a lowercase t. Okay? You're going to fold this over, and you're going to start to fold it up into a cube. Okay? Just like this. These flaps, these legs, you want to always keep on the outside. So I'm not going to put the flap I'm not going to add this side this way because the flap would be on the inside. Instead, I'm going to add it like this so that that flap is on the outside. And what I'm going to do is tuck each side in. And this first part, the first one, the fourth, once you get the lowercase t in, there's 3 pieces. That 4th piece you add is really the hardest piece to get in because there's a lot of holding together that you have to do. So I'm tucking it into both sides just by sliding the legs in. And then that flap that's on the outside, you slide it up and in the outside as well. And you have to kind of work with it to get it to fit. And eventually it will fit nice and perfectly. Then you grab another piece. I'm going to do this side because there's one leg sitting here feeling like it needs to be tucked in. So again, I'm going to put the leg on the outside and I'm going to tuck these legs in and tuck the other leg in. And that random leg that's hanging out, if it's on the inside, you'll be able to see inside your cube. You don't want to be able to see inside your cube. If you can see inside your cube, that means your cube's going to fall apart. So see how there are no seams on my cube? That's a good thing. You can see inside the corners, but that's okay, as long as you can't see inside the seams. So now I have two random legs hanging out. I'm going to take this last piece, I'm going to set it on top, and I am going to tuck in on both sides. And last, I'm going to tuck in the outside edges, my outside legs. And kind of squeeze it all together, and yeah! I have an indestructible cube. And give yourself a high five.